Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto content. And today we are going to be talking about, will I be selling my HBAR this bull run? What are my sell targets? What are my price targets? And all that kind of stuff in terms of my exit strategy. Just to give you guys a quick awareness, before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that my entry points and a lot of other individuals' entry points are completely different. I will be addressing that in this video as well, so please just be aware of that when I am telling you my personal targets. But with that being said, before we jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that we are still having our buy one get one 50% off sale right now on our poster website. You guys are more than welcome to go on here and buy yourselves a crypto themed poster right now. Links will be down in the description below as well as in the comments below. But with that being said, let's jump in to HBAR. So as you guys already know, I have been a huge fan of HBAR, been accumulating for quite some time. I actually DCA'd up as I was accumulating more and more, and that's totally fine. I was actually buying at around 30 cents and under 30 cents as well. So, you know, those weren't major buys up there. It was more of like a slow accumulation, if you will. But I do have quite a bit of a bag for HBAR. And the reason why I do is because I do see the great power behind it. Now, of course, will I be selling 100% of my stacks? Listen, I just want to let you guys know that I have in the past, in 2017 and the 2018 bull run, I have sold everything. I will be selling everything this bull run as well because I know what works, I know what doesn't. We are not an up-only game. Yeah, sure, we are on the long term, but you do understand that 90% pullbacks do occur. So, with that being said, when we look at HBAR, yeah, the price action sucks. You know, we haven't been able to move for quite some time, but I'm just telling you guys right now, on a zoomed out chart, what does this chart tell you? It looks like we are building for a major run up this bull run, and yes, I do believe that we are. Now, we do have 50 billion in total supply, 9.29 billion in circulating supply. That does really not mean anything when we are moving in price, because the price does not mean pretty much anything in terms of the supply. Now, yes, the supply does mean a lot in terms of the market cap, but market cap doesn't really mean that's how much money is invested into an altcoin or a coin in general. It actually just means how much the project is worth or valued at. So, I just want to let you guys know that my price targets for HBAR are very significant, and we're going to be talking about them. So let's jump over to the chart. So obviously, like I said, a lot of people's buys are completely different than mine. I bought back in January. I accumulated heavily back here. It was around like 3 to 6 cents. I stayed accumulating during this time. I bought all the way up to about 10 cents plus. I do think that my last buy that was below like 10 cents was back in January as well, as we didn't go any lower than that at any point in time, as we did go further. We had a few pullbacks here, like there was 7 cents and stuff at the end of January, but it is what it is, right? I accumulated, still continuing up to this major pump, and my average buy, like my average price, I think it's like around, I want to say 11 or 12 cents or something like that, considering how much I did buy above 30 cents as well. And also just what I accumulated over here as well, because this was a heavy buy here and also even here, and as we were kind of ranging on, I still kind of accumulate now. So my average buy will kind of come up a little bit as we do kind of sit stable, but for the most part, I am, just an accumulator at this point. I just continue to buy HBAR even though I tell myself that this is my last buy, but when something's sitting stable for this long, it's just easy to kind of accumulate as money kind of flows back in. So this is one of those alts that I do continue to buy now. In terms of my exit strategy, so let's go to the weekly chart. This is just easier for me. Actually, let's go to the monthly chart because it would be even easier to actually kind of look at these prices. So let's remove all the drawings. I do apologize. But when we look at my exit strategy, there's a few things to take into accountability. First off, I'm not going to be selling at $1 or even $2. My main buy or my main sell point will be about $3. That is when I will take my first profit take. Just to give you guys an idea, at $3, I will be selling 10% of my bag. This isn't a significant, sell order or anything like that. It's just a 10%. And the reason why, you might be asking, why would you be selling at $3 if you do think it's going to $10 plus or whatever the case may be? Well, good question, right? So at $3, the reason why I will be selling 10% is because at $3, my 3 cents will be basically 100x, right? So any buy orders that I did have at 3 cents, they would have already have 100x'd, and that is an incredible profit take. Now you guys might be wondering, well, what's your next sell order, right? So my next exit strategy or my next sell will basically be at $5. Now at $5, again, it will be an additional 15%. So now we are at 25% of my bag sold. And you guys might be wondering again, why 15%? Why are you upping, the percentage? It's just because that's more of a profit point there. For anybody who's wondering, say for so I bought at 5 cents, right? Another 100x profit point. Now, my next point, again, it's 3 to 6. That's where my conservative target points are. At 6 cents, I will have sold an additional 20%. I kind of go up in percentages as we do go higher. This is just my overall pinpoint. Now, as you guys can see, this is 45% of my bag gone, nearly 50%. Now, here is where it really gets interesting, because at $10, which is my personal target point, you guys might be wondering, well, all right, well, you got 10, 15, 20, I guess it's 25%. No. Up here, I will be selling a total of 45% of my bag. This is going to be a 45% sell order. So at that point, we have 65, right? We have 80, and then we have 90%. So just to give you guys an insight, that is basically what I will basically be doing at that point. Now, I'm not going to be, this is just my pinpoints. You guys don't have to follow this at all. But I know a lot of people will be saying, well, why are you selling 90% of your bag if you think that it's going to be going, a lot higher? Now, first off, I just want to let you guys know that that additional 10% that's left over, I will keep that in storage. I will keep that away because, trust me, a lot of those buys down here are never going to be seen again. But the reason why I'm selling 90% is because once we do drop, say for so we never even get to $10, right? I still think that these prices are going to be unheard of down here. But say for so we only top out at $3. And just to give you guys an insight, this is just that $3 mark. So say for so we go to $3 only, all right, and we go down, I don't know, 90%, because most altcoins go down about 90%. So the pinpoint for 90% of a drop is all the way back to basically it's about 27.5 cents, almost 27.6, if you will. This is, still above all of these buys down here, so this is totally fine with me. Now, say for so we only go to about $6, right? Again, or $5. We'll just say $5, right? So at $5, a 90% drop is completely different. We actually see that a 90% drop is roughly about 45 cents. So technically, it's our all-time high. And I think that that's actually even, let's actually zoom in. So we actually see that it's actually a little bit higher than 45 cents. It's actually 48.9, which is, again, It's higher than our all-time high. So again, in profit, even if we do drop that low. Again, I would have already sold 15% and this 10% here. So that's 25% that I reinvest at that low, because that's that bear market drop. So I already would have reinvested 25%, most likely, I don't even know, doubled my bag, tripled my bag, quadrupled my bag, doesn't matter, right? Same thing kind of goes for here. This is 10% of my sell order. So 100x from those buys at 3 cents or 4 cents, or it's almost like 100x at 4 cents, but still, realistically, 10% rebuying down here at that like 27.5 cent zone, that's significant, right? And then again, say for so we only top out at $6, which again, it's not the idea of only topping out. Like that's a significant price increase still, but a 90% drop. And as you guys see, the higher that we go, the lower that we come down. Like this is still, let's zoom in. So 1 second. Now when we drop down, this is still only 56 cents. We are significantly higher. Now say for so, we go to $10, right? Now at $10, a 90% drop, you guys could probably already guess it, brings us down to $1. So at $1, and let's kind of drop it down, there we go. Now obviously these are not exact 90%, we could even just drop 80% and that's totally fine. But as we see, this is still at roughly about $1. It's at like 97 cents. Now, the thing that's interesting about these is that at $10, you would have profited about $9 on each one of your shares because you're still buying back at $1. So you're taking a ton of profit, reloading up on that dip. And I've said this even in my live stream yesterday. I said when you're, doing an exit strategy, whenever you're selling, stay true to it. Never cancel your sell order. And the reason why I say that is because it's easy to think, all right, well, we're just gonna continue going up. That's it, right? That's never the case, right? The reason why I increase my position selling is because these prices, as we go higher and higher, it's more of a risk to continue holding because a drop is always around the corner. Like I would even say that I could sell, 5% here at 7 and then 5% here at 9. Like that's totally fine. And then I would be 100% out. And being 100% out is totally fine because guess what? Say for so I'm 100% out, we still drop below all my sell orders and I'm still shorting it by all of these sell orders. Again, I don't understand why people in this game are kind of worried about selling. They don't want to sell, and that's totally fine. But the idea of it is the fact that whenever you go up above all your sell orders practically, right? And you still, like even if you, sold all the way down here and it kind of goes back up to $10 and you miss out on, like say for so I sold fully at $6 and I missed this, 66% of an increase in price, which is significant, right? It's an additional $4 that it moved up. And you're thinking to yourself, oh, I just missed out on a ton of profit, right? But the case is that we'll still drop all the way below all of these sell orders here. Yeah, sure, you're missing 66%, but you're also shorting it from your sell price. We're still dropping 90%. Now just remember that. You're still shorting it by 83.72%. So realistically, you're actually still in profit because the next time that we run up, right? Because we could say, from this point, the next bull run could be a $50, HBAR. But just to give you guys a little bit of a conservative price, we'll just go to $35, right? So say for so we go to $35, you're still going up in profit by 3,475% from that price, and you still shorted it. You missed a little bit of profit, but you still shorted it. But the next bull run that you short it and you pretty much 2x, 3x, 4x, whatever, percentage you increased your bag by, you're still going to make out like a bandit even though you missed a little bit of profit. That's why missing some of that profit instead of being, overly greedy is totally fine. Because when you get too greedy and you wait for $10, right? We might never even get to $10. It's the same reason why I think that we won't get to 100K Bitcoin, is because I think that we'll probably get rug pulled before we get to 100K Bitcoin. So we might not even go to $10 this bull run. $10 is not guaranteed at all. We might even stop out before it. We might get stopped out at $6, $5, $3. We might not even get to $3, right? But that's totally fine because these are my targets and these are what I will be waiting for. It doesn't matter though, because say for so we still only go to $1 or something, you take a little bit of profit. Like these 5% that are up here, these 5% could be down at $1 or so, and yeah, sure, you might have to rebuy back, or it doesn't matter. It's the idea of taking the profit, having the profit in your pocket, because if you don't take profits, the market will. And I always live by that. It's something to always live by. But that is my full exit strategy. That's my current target points. That's what I'm selling. A lot of people will say, what about, it going up forever? What about, utility and stuff like that? Like, listen, as long as Bitcoin is the number one, right? And I don't think that's going to be number one forever, but it's definitely going to be number one until 2025. We're not going to have a utility run where HBAR just continues to go. And that's just something that I'm not going to live by, because guess what? People have been saying it since 2017. They've been saying it since, forever, right? So for me personally, I'm going to live by the overall market structure, the 4-year cycle, because I believe in it. It's never let me down personally. So this is what my exit strategy looks like. You do not have to follow this at all. I'm just letting you guys know my personal exit strategy. That's where I'm selling. That's what I'm selling. That's how much I'm selling. And yeah, I mean, it's free, guys. I mean, I could easily lock this behind a course, but I'm not going to. But if you guys did enjoy this, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys do want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join my free Discord down in the description below. I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick, and guys, take profits. Anyways, peace out, guys.